What's up? I got me a new Mac because today I can afford a new Mac. I've been sending out some shorts to you young bucks or to anybody, young bucks, um, that's out there, need help, need to be wound back in. Tell you about my story. I started out at a very young age, lots of fun, wanting to change the way I thought and the way I felt from other matters, abusive matters. We don't have to get into that now. But on the road to addiction and the lives that I led, the hats that I wore. I had a lot of fun along the way through middle school, through high school. I was real rebellious, really intrigued on trying new things, uh, wanting to make friends, wanting to have fun friends, want to have fun myself. This person that still has fun today, but in a different way. But I was fun, or at least I was having fun. Um, you know, to spend your life, biggest part of your life, where you don't remember, or it's blurry, or it's a blackout, or hell, you just don't remember. Because me, my consumption of substance way over the top. That saying, one's too many and thousands enough. It's more like a million when it comes to me. And I can guarantee you, I was the last one standing. Matter of fact, they come back the next night and I still be in the same place, drinking the whole time and doing stuff to keep me up. I just want to share with you that that journey led to hell. It led to a lot of loss, a lot of distrust, and it's not something to put on a resume. I hear people bragging about prison, bragging about they did this, bragging about they did that. I did too. I bragged about doing this and I bragged about doing that. I bragged about not having to go to prison because I was fortunate enough not to get caught. Lucky, angels, universe, whatever's out there is magical. On this journey, I was backed out of 3 liquor houses with a pistol to my head, a junkyard with a pistol to my head. One of my friends shot another man in the head and killed him on his mama's porch because he was posted up trying to make some sales. Seen another friend put a bullet in his head 10 feet away from him. and another guy shot himself through the foot. Now, I don't want to bore you with trauma stories, but I feel like a fucking soldier coming home from war all the time. Still, and I've been clean for 6 years, a little over 6 years. Nothing but what's prescribed to me. You know, I listen to hip hop, and and a lot of things are said in them songs match my life. But I wore many different hats. I was fortunate enough to, you know, I was fortunate enough to sit down and have a conversation with the less fortunate on the streets, and I also ate duck with some of the most blessed. And today, I live a blessed life. What I want to do is reach out to someone that got down where I was at and lost everything. And I mean, lose everything. I'm not talking about the 9 houses I lost, the 9 cars I lost, the motorcycle, the material things. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the loved ones. The loved ones and missing out on life in general, the important things in life. Well, for me, you know, the birds, my wife, my puppy dog, my stepchildren, my children. Um, I still don't get to see one of them, and I don't see my oldest anymore. I don't know if he's out there. Them's the things you can't get back. Them's the things that does not pay the price for the fun. I was hard headed, always hard headed, rebellious. I'm gonna be the baddest, the coolest, the most dangerous. They used to call me the general. Some of my boys I hung out with because we attacked the weekends like soldiers. Hell, we was soldiers, street soldiers. Some of the things I seen and some of the things I done in them streets, I can't talk about. I won't talk about. Some of them things that make you lay in bed for 5 days and not want to acknowledge that you're a human being because you done beat somebody so bad that they had to have their jaws wired up, all their ribs broken. Not on one occasion, on a couple, maybe more than a couple, whatever. Most, I didn't start them. I was just having fun, right? Fun, a gangster. And Let me show you, man. Ride with me. We'll have fun. I really had to think that magical thing in the universe, whatever you want to call it, God, the Big Bang, scientific, whatever. I'm good with it all. I keep it here. I keep it in my heart. Um, Kept me alive and saved my life. And I want to share this with, like I said, someone suffering, can't get out that ditch, can't climb up. It even may seem like you're having fun. It may seem like you're a gangster. It may seem like you're cool. You're badass. It's good to be a badass. I'm a badass. No, it's not. It's good to be a good person. I mean, by good person, you can define that in many ways. I mean, it's like, you know, we all wear a different hat now. Seems like, man, there's, you know, right and wrong, it's blurry. To me, right is not trespassing against other people, not lying to the other people, not taking from other people, not putting other people in the hospital, which may or may not have happened 6 times. And some of the horror and all the blood, it's not cool. It's not cool when another human being gets hurt and another human being loses a life. You know, in America here, um, I grew up with um, movies and entertainment, and I would say subliminal messages. And we've got a lot of subliminal messages in the last few years, but you got to be tough. John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, which it was way before my time, but still, I got to watch it. You know, Mr. T. Uh, Mr. T was cool though, you know, but he wasn't. He wasn't mean, but you know, it made you want to be, made you want to fight. You know, you want to be tough. You know, Mike Tyson. You know, you want to knock people out like Mike Tyson. I did, and I did. That's not nothing to brag about. It's right the opposite. If I could go back to 9 years old, and I'm gonna share this. I started drinking when I was 6. Uh, my uncles, my dad, let's just say they rode some motorcycles, and we was at a big party at one of my relatives' house, and they called me behind the couch with a pitcher of beer, drinking it. 6 years old. Now I don't remember that, but I've heard the story from everyone. And up to the age of 12, I I smoked some weed at 9 years old. Yeah, weed didn't agree with me, but I found wine and I found liquor at 12 years old. Then is when I started drinking. I was drinking 4 times a week. Um, yeah, then I got a little older and tried some other stuff and some other things. It made me feel different, made me feel better because I wanted to, the way I was feeling, no matter how I was feeling, I wanted to feel different because I wasn't comfortable with me. Today, I am very comfortable with me. I love me. I like me. There's some people out there that needs to get to know this me. Um, this is my story, and I'm gonna tell it in hopes that someone would understand and free themselves, enjoy the freedom that I got today, and the blessings. Drinking, living at the beach, partying, smoking, drinking, snorting, popping. Um, what did I do? Young, 13, 14, 15. We moved back to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, South Side. 3-4. If any of y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what Winston-Salem is. It's 3-4. You might want to come from a big city and think that it's a small town. You might not get to go back to that big city. Don't get fooled. It's a rough place. You got a south side, a east side, and a north side. I ain't know nothing about the west side. West side was where the RJ Reynolds people live. The one that owned RJ Reynolds or whatever it's called now. Everybody else lived on the other sides. My grandfather was called the King of Southside, and that started the reputation of having to be the tough guy, having to survive, being challenged, so to speak. They was Italians. Side of the family moved down from New Jersey, opened up a bunch of car lots and businesses. It was my great grandfather's what it was my dad's grandfather. Uh, Stabbed this guy in the asshole for attempting to rape his daughter, which was one of my dad's aunts. It's just one of the stories in my life that led me on this road of self-medication and drinking and PTSD, anxiety, and depression. It goes hand in hand most of the time. Not all the time. Most of the time it does. In my case, it does. Um, so I got run over when I was 13. Um, got a pretty bad scar on my head. I don't know if y'all can see it. Um, was in the hospital for a while. Couldn't walk. Got out, had to use the wheelchair, and it happened in front of. I played baseball and football, uh, which was a good thing. It taught me teamwork. But when I got run over, it was in front of my peers, and let's just say I don't think I ever, until I was in my 40s, climbed out of that low self-esteem. Although everybody thought I survived it, it looked like my head, looked like my brain was showing. I was hurt bad. I survived it. Tough. Life's tough, and life is what you make it. Some of the decisions I made, the small decisions that I made, led up to the traumas, because they don't stop there. One night I decided to drink a fifth of the liquor in two swallows, because I was bad. I was cool. I was tough. But that night, I got stabbed in my back 5 times because I started a fight. I started it. I accepted. I would have did the same thing to get me off of me. And I don't blame that guy today. Matter of fact, I've forgiven him. I've forgiven everyone in my life. I would like to ask forgiveness from those that I hurt. But that's not for me to give or take. Um, but I know in my heart that I forgive him because I got to move on. Because the resentment ain't no way to live. Because I tell you what, I will drink. I'll do something behind resentment. So I don't carry him with me today. Today I'm 50. And I just don't give a shit no more. I don't care what people think. I don't care how cool they think I am, how rotten they think I am, what they think about my past, what they think about my present. Because my future is looking very bright. Rewind. 19 years old, standing in my buddy's kitchen after a night of I just hit some guy in the ass end of a BMW right in front of a sheriff. Um, that guy got out, chased us around with a pistol and a fur coat on. I think it's probably south side, kind of south side going into east side, Winston-Salem. Anyways, funny thing, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but there was a Ouija board in the trunk, and we thought so. You know, going on, how superstitious you are. I know how superstitious I am. Um, anyways, they let me go. They let me drive away, and I don't know how. I don't know why. Angels, I guess. Uh, somebody knew somebody. Somebody knew something. I don't know. I can't explain it today. I have so many instances where something saved me, and I have not a clue what it was. Back to the end of the night after I was in my buddy's Camaro, and it was a nice one. I think he just had got it painted. It was, it had muscle cars when he was in high school. Uh, we tried to fix them up, whatnot. Uh, yeah, I grew up in on the outskirts of the city, like in the country, riding motorcycles, four wheelers, priming tobacco, um, learning how to work, learning the value of work. Standing there in the kitchen, we're talking on the phone, me and another friend of mine. We talking to two girls we just dropped off, and whammo, the 45 had went off. And when I looked, which didn't take long at all, it had cut my friend for a flip and went in his head and come out the top. I think he's still alive today. I haven't heard that he's passed away. I hope he's still alive. But when you start getting around 50, things start changing. That's why I want to reach you in your 20s, your 30s, so you don't have to have the scars that I have. See the blood that I seen. Going through the things I went through. We call them redneck bars. From where I'm from, Kernersville is right beside Winston. We go to Kernersville, we go to Winston. It was still redneck bars. It didn't matter what night I went in. All my brothers, all my friends, somebody was going to pick a fight. And guess what? That somebody, 9 times out of 10, got their ass whooped severely. There was a couple that I wasn't in the wrong that I hurt them pretty bad. So that's some of the blood. That's some of the horror of being intoxicated, of being not of sound mind, if you will. I wouldn't have done them things if I wasn't trying to portray something that I wasn't. It had a nickname Diesel because I brought the gas. I thought that was cool, man. All of it, I seen it. I seen it. Piles and piles of it. Like the Everglades. So I went opposite with that. I didn't say the Denver Mountains, but that's what I mean. Everything under the sun. 27 years of it. 27 years of abuse to me. My decisions. I had fun. It all wasn't bad. The consequences was, hell, I didn't even give myself time to catch up with them. And I think the last 10 years I was so fucked up that I didn't feel nothing. Feel love. I didn't feel pain. I didn't understand. All I want to do is work, make money, go party. Party. By that time, it wasn't a party. It wasn't fun. And I wasn't cool. And it wasn't nothing good about it. Because by then, it owned me. Whatever substance. It took over. That's the thing about the disease of addiction. It could be food. It could be cigarettes. Hell, it could be knitting. You get addicted to knitting. I mean, it doesn't matter. The point is, an addict mind like mine, I gotta have a daily reprieve. I still have to go to groups. I still have to go to meetings. And I still have to do some things in my head to keep me clean and away from a bottle of alcohol. Because I climbed down so far down in that mother that I might not come out for 6 months. That was my record in the past, not the last 6 years. I ain't been sober for 6 years since I was six. I seen a guy shoot himself through his foot. He wanted to play tough guy in a hood out of town, small town, not a very big hood. Nevertheless, it was a hood. And the way we did things back then was, we kind of stood on corners and we did our thing. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have, I think maybe pagers might have been out. I don't know. We had payphones. Seen a guy shoot himself through his Achilles heel right beside of me, right beside me in a Honda Civic. Horror, the blood, the smell of the daggone gun smoke. To the day, if I smell gun smoke, flashback. I got run over at a bar one night and flipped up in the air because this girl slapped me in the bar. We was arguing about Dale Earnhardt and Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. I don't know if any of y'all gonna um, relate to that, but since some of you might, I want your story to reach as many people as it can to understand how wonderful and how lucky and how blessed someone can be. It messed up my leg forever. I mean, my leg's still messed up from that. You know, I can't walk. I mean, I can walk, but it hurts all the time. Um, I was fortunate, most of the people I run with in the street didn't have jobs. Well, they had jobs, they had work. Let's just put it that way. Uh, I was fortunate enough to be taught a trade, and I try to pass that along to some of my friends too that was less fortunate that couldn't get jobs. And most of why they couldn't get a job is why you think is probably the color of their skin. Looking back, and you know what? I admired my boys, man, because they did what they had to do to survive. Me, I didn't have to survive like that. I had a choice. Tough guy, gangster, keep it real. Real was when I was going to school and paying attention to what people they was trying to teach me right from wrong, because there is a right and there is a wrong. No matter how I want to label it or anyone else. There's a lot of nights I don't remember because of blacking out. Because it got to the point where I didn't go into the liquor store and get a fifth. I went in the store and got a half gallon. And I was going to drink it until it was gone. I threw the lid away before I even got out of the parking lot. That was one of my things. That's what's made me cool, man. It sounds cool, don't throw a plastic cap out in the ABC store parking lot. Cool, man. Yeah. I'm glad that ain't on my resume. Um, One of my daughters talks to me today, but it took a long time for her to trust me and for her to love me. And I don't mean that she didn't love me. Let's just say for her to like me. I don't see my son. I ain't seen him in a while. Haven't even talked with him in a while. I got to take my 51% and whatever happened between me and their mothers and my middle child and my youngest child. But that's all I'm taking is 51, because that's a different whole scenario situation. Because I got somebody now. We both know what love is, and that's where wrong and right comes in. Sorry. Here's the magic of the story. All right. The magic of the story is after surviving that, 2 or 3 car wrecks, uh, getting back down to the liquor houses and back down to that junkyard by that redneck pistol, boom. I'm gone, man. You ain't gonna be no bullet. I don't care how bad you think you are or how much of a gangster you think you are. You're not gonna be the bullet. But today, I worked off and on, but work off, you know, because I thought I was a gangster too. So I lived a gangster lifestyle and do that kind of work, and a lot of it. I hung out with, if you was a badass, because some badasses just rolled up, or we thought we was badasses, or maybe we was badasses, maybe we are badasses. I don't know. Uh, that's another hat. Just put it on and wear it. But with this story of mine that I'm getting at and where I'm going with it is a place of honesty, a good life. I actually got a license today. I can get a passport. I can vote. I didn't go to jail. I didn't go to prison. I went to jail a couple times, but I didn't go to prison. I didn't get no felonies. Again, angels, love. I'm not gonna sit here and say I should have because hell no, I shouldn't have, and I'm glad because there's some people who weren't so lucky, and hopefully they ain't the ones fucking bragging about being in prison. That's the dumbest shit in the world. Brag about being in prison. You're a tough guy, man. I'll brag about that. That shit burns me up like nothing else, man. I mean, it's just like I'm like I want to look at him and be like, you got caught, man. You are bragging. Ain't nothing to brag about, y'all. It don't make you no tougher. It don't make you no meaner. Get at me. I don't care. So I decided to get clean. Decided to get help for the eighth time. It stuck. Uh, I went 22 months. Fell off for a year and a half. After that, when I went into treatment, uh, it's been 6 years. And by me making every little decision that I make today, and that decision is I don't turn and go towards the dope man's house. I don't turn and go towards the liquor house. I don't even hang out in bars. Um, I make them little decisions. And my life is pretty damn good. Fuck, my life is excellent right now. Um, I couldn't be more thankful and grateful. There's no way. Okay, I was working. I've been clean for 6 years. I was working, doing pretty good. Um, I had made foreman at one of the biggest companies in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I got hit in the ass end uh, on 485 in the company truck. Well, you see, I've been through so much in life that my first reaction is if I'm not bleeding, I'm not going to react. In my PTSD, it makes you react different to things. I got a brother who said, I say he said something funny. I can't remember what he said. He said, James, man, uh, someone could cut you off walking in a door and you go all to hell. But if you lost a leg, you just be like, oh, well. Well, that's kind of how it does you, man. You go through so much shit, man. You see so much blood. And because of your choices, because of my choices, little choices, little decisions that led up to the big traumas. And I have to suffer with that today. But my life's beautiful. And I know how to manage it. And I know where there's help at. And if you need help and you're desperate, subscribe, send me a message. I can point you in the right direction anywhere in this country. I know even outside this country. Because I don't say that to say that you're a quitter or that you're giving up or that you just don't want to have fun no more. I say that because the time's going to come. I promise you. You're going to get there. It's almost a guarantee. There's only a few places you can go from living that lifestyle that I lived. Let me say this. There's only a few places I could go living that lifestyle that I lived. And I chose to get clean. And I chose to go to work. I chose to be a productive member wherever I'm at. I chose to do service, help other people. I'll help the less fortunate. And I'll speak. I spoke in front of Betty Ford's son, President Ford's son, at a fundraiser. I thought that was the coolest thing, man. I've been clean for about a year. And that was just man, he spoke for an hour and a half. Man, that dude could speak. I guess he could, because his daddy was the president, his mama was Betty Ford. Shit. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say their name. But I don't think they'd mind. I think they would remember me. Um, they got some good causes. There's a lot of good places. If you're ready to get help, if you need help, um, a long time I wanted to keep having fun, so I wouldn't blame you if you did. You know, um, but for me, the time came where I didn't have nothing, and when I say I didn't have nothing, I didn't have nothing. I didn't have no love no more, no respect no more, no nowhere to go, no more plans, no more schemes, no more hustles. I'm 50 years old and I listen to hip hop, and yes, it matches my life now. Uh, so there's a lot of sad songs, but people trying to live like that just because they hear that, don't buy into it, because there's a better life, and I'm living it today. Sometimes I wake up and I can't believe how blessed and fortunate I am. Bam! I got hit in the ass end in that truck. Oh my God. My life's going great. I'm clean. 4 years, 3 years, whatever, 3.5. Doing great, man. Boom. Just loving life, living life, uh, doing the next right thing, making the next right decision. Little did I know at the time that it wasn't going to have nothing to do with my bad decisions, my substance abuse, or my lifestyle that I was addicted to. Because I was living right, right? So I decided not to go to the hospital that night because backing up, uh, I've been through enough. I've been through so much that I wasn't bleeding. It wasn't hurt. I shake it off. Um, keep going. When you do commercial plumbing, you're pretty sore in the mornings and you're pretty sore in the evening. Uh, pain is just second nature. Are you doing something about it? It's almost a requirement when you're a commercial plumber to either be in recovery, to have quit, or to be on something. It's a tough life, uh, and my hat goes off to some of my boys and girls, ladies that are still doing the damn thing. But anyways, I didn't go to the hospital. The pipe rack saved my life. I got hit by a freightliner, and if the pipe rack wouldn't have been on there, I don't know what had happened. But here's the thing: everything that was in the back seat, like some clothes and some tools, some miscellaneous stuff, ended up in the front seat, and all my code books, my blueprints, my calculator, my notes, all that ended up in the back seat. And I thought that was odd. I said, "Wow, man, that's weird, man. I really got hit that hard." Because now reflecting back on it, um, the guy come was like immediately at my door, and I was like, "How'd you get here so fast?" Nah, that wasn't what it was. I had lost consciousness for however long it took for him to run. Because I'm telling you, his truck was 10 car lengths behind me. And I just kind of drifted off into the middle. I don't even know how I got to the middle of I went to the inside, not the outside. I went inside. Now here's some horror for you, and some love, and some blessing, and some happiness. Um, so that weekend they brought and dropped off a new work truck, and I was switching over trucks and cleaning one up because I wanted it to shine. It's a nice truck, but I wanted it to shine. Getting my tools in order and putting everything on the truck. Well, I, I passed out 2 or 3 times. Uh, my wife was saying I wasn't making no sense. I was slurring. I even answered a phone call of a couple of attorneys. Called me right. It was just got 10 phone calls. I don't know if it was 10. Because I'm gonna tell you, at the time I was forgetting a lot of stuff, but I'm starting to remember again. Because my angels, my higher power, God, whatever you want to call it, has let me be able to tell this story and think. Kind of, I'm still trying to heal in my brain from my spinal cord being pinched and bruised, and my neck being broken. The accident broke my neck. 2 years of shoulder X-rays, heart examinations, kidneys examinations, lungs examinations, uh, CAT scan, MRIs. That cat, I went to the hospital that Monday. My wife, she, I mean, she was like, "You gotta go." Uh, and workman's comp wanted me to go to immediate care, and then this is where it gets, kind of crazy too. Workman's comp, man. You know, you go where they want you to go, and say they, pay for it, whatever, but you go where they go, and you do what they ask you to do. Uh, So that's what I did. But that doctor at the media care told sent me right over to the hospital to get a CAT scan and get checked out. Uh, More than they can do at urgent care. So I did. Went over to the hospital and they run a CAT scan and they they did more significant tests, determined that my neck was messed up uh, and I had a concussion. And about 2 3 weeks before that accident, I was coming up out of a ditch after putting some pipe in and hit my head on a tracker arm. And when I say I hit my head, I hit it hard. And I remember driving to work a few weeks before that accident, and tail lights and lights being blurry and all this, that, and another. And just bear with me because I'm still trying to get my mind back because the story gets really ugly. So I keep trying to work, carrying cast iron pipe, tools, heavy tools, digging ditches. Uh, Everybody that worked with me would testify that I put in a pretty good day's work. If not, I don't stop all day. Or that's what I became after I got clean and sober. Um, I got sick. I got sick and my side started hurting. And I thought I was having a heart attack. I was getting ready for work. I had did a job from like 5 o'clock in the morning to like 11 o'clock. Came home to take a nap to go work from 4 o'clock to midnight on a high rise uptown Charlotte. Did that one night. Man, I was hurting so bad. Um, I could barely walk, but I did it. Um, After that, the company that I worked for, we'd have these uh, bonus meetings where we got bonuses and stuff, and we was close to Christmas bonus, and I'd work my ass off, and I did the best I could, and then I even did the best I could after the accident, and nobody seemed to care, because it's about the insurance. And the thing is, the company I work for owned our insurance. Still can't figure that one out. Can't still can't figure out why I had to pay workman's comp $10,000 either. That's a that's for another story, but for another time. I ain't worried about it. I just worry about the criminal fucking activity. But we're starting to see in America who the real criminals are. You know, it ain't us guys who wanted to have some fun, but fell into some bad decisions and me, the disease of addiction. You may not have it, but I have it, and I'm still scattered because my spine ain't healed yet. So, CAT scan, they found a tumor on my brain. So here we go. I'm getting sick. I'm still working. I'm trying. It got to where I could work 2 days and then I'd be sick for 3 days. I work 3 days, I'll be sick for 2 days. I work 4 days, I'll be sick for a week. I thought I had cancer, AIDS, something. They couldn't find out. I went to so many specialists. one right after another. I changed practitioners. I went and got my head examined, which I need to do that on a regular basis. But finally, I got my third MRI on my head, and I was went to visit with the brain surgeon, and he told me, he said, I think that we don't need to remove that tumor now. We should wait until you get a little older, so it won't cause no complications. Hell, I thought it was causing all the complications. Little did I know it was my broken neck that I was walking around carrying pipe and wondering why I couldn't walk by lunchtime. Back before I started getting sick, and sick enough where it just knocked me down. Like, I've never had nothing to defeat me like that. Not all the stuff that I went through, because I keep going and keep going against the odds. Uh, so okay, he says there's nothing wrong with you. I blow up. I'm like I said, I'm tired of it. After I done been to, and I shouldn't have, but I did. After I done been through all these specialists, all these MRIs, all this insurance, all this money, because I done resigned from my job because because I was such a nice guy. I was such a good guy that I couldn't perform, remember what I was supposed to do at work, remember fittings, remember names, remember how to put plumbing in, something I've been around my whole freaking life. I couldn't remember no more. So I decided to do the right thing and resign. That was a mistake. Uh, but at the time, I didn't know it was up, and down was down. I couldn't think through a bowl of cereal. Um, and I kept going, I kept working. But I resigned. So back to the doctor, he's telling me, we're not going to. It's not your tumor. It's not. It's not what's causing it. You know. I'm like, well, what is it? What can it be? We didn't try everything in the world. I mean, we in every specialist that you could think of. I was like, man, I could carry 300 feet of cast iron pipe, 8 and 6 inch cast iron pipe, and put it up in hangers or put it in the ground in a day to I can't even lift up my tool bag, and you telling me nothing's wrong? You guys can't find nothing? Specialist after specialist after specialist. Workman's comp done dig me. The company I work for dig me. Um, they let me do it. Not even being in my right mind. And they claim to be religious. But you know what religion is, right? Yeah. It's that thing that's ruled the world for all these years, that's dark and ugly. If you're religious, then you got the right to believe what you believe. But I got the right to believe what I believe also. Uh, there's being Christian, and then there's being Christian like. Let's just put it like that. Um, so me and my wife's leaving the appointment, and my wife thought about Dr. Wright, a, a what do you call it? One that you back, chiropractor. And she said, my wife was done too. She was to her wits' end. She just was mad as I was. I blew up in that doctor's office, and that surgeon's office. That surgeon said, "Well, maybe I had Lou Gehrig's disease because the way my reflexes was acting." Uh, but anyway, so we went by the chiropractor, and she said, "Okay, come in, and we going." She did an electrical thing on me, and she adjusted me. She's like, "We're gonna see if we can adjust you, but I want to take some X-rays." And I said, "Yeah, that'd be a good idea. See what's going on in there, because." At this point, I could hardly hold my head up. Sick as a dog, just sick. Couldn't hold my head up. Couldn't make a ham sandwich if I wanted to. Uh, I did, but I couldn't. You know, I walked around in a world from last summer until now that I didn't recognize. Sober, clean, but I walked through it, and and well, she found some interesting things. So she said, "Go get an MRI." I'm gonna wrap it up. I went to get an MRI. I went to the appointment for the MRI for my neck. We got an MRI on my neck. Doctor basically says, "You got a broken neck, and there's some stuff going on with your spine. Yeah, it's being pinched and it's bruised." Uh, I didn't understand if that. I couldn't put that together. Why that was causing all my uh, problems? But I mean, because I couldn't move, but I was close to being paralyzed or dead. And the surgeon said, "We got to get you in fast." And they did. So fast forward, they did the operation on me. Uh, they replaced 4 discs and put screws and a plate in my neck. Uh, and that was 4 weeks of hell. Couldn't swallow. They went in the front, put it on the front side of my spine, replaced everything. Um, this summer, just a few weeks ago, I start again where I'm me again, where I can move around, where I can get things done. Uh, I'm not healed. I'm not released from the doctor, uh, but I feel like I can think again. I can make a ham sandwich. Just put it that way. Hell, I can make his dinner. Uh, I just can't do nothing very physical until the doctor releases me and I find out what my limitations are, and I will go get help for that too, because there is help out here. There's help out here for addiction. There's help out here for people that get done wrong. There's help out here for people that can't go to college. Uh, there's a lot of programs in place, and that's where I'll go. This is another program, but the joy and the peace and the love in this is, I can't. They kept saying I was depressed. There's no way I can be depressed. I got everything a man can want or need, and most of what a man could want. And my life's happy today. My life's happy because I'm clean and sober for one part, and I make good decisions. I mean, after that accident, I didn't make bad decisions, but I didn't make no decisions. And that's my story. That's how I got here. Um, I'm married to a wonderful woman that's got wonderful children, and I got a wonderful family and wonderful loved ones. I get to talk to my granddaughter. I get to talk to my daughter. Hopefully, I get to talk to my son and my other daughter as time goes on. But my point is after all that destruction, well, after all that fun, and after all that destruction, and after all that hell, and then the things that you overcome in life, you can still put on a smile and help your fellow man out. Because helping someone else out is what helps you out. If his story don't make no sense, and if I rambled and went around, I'm sorry. Uh, I suffer. I don't suffer. How do you put it? I have some challenges, and I'm not that long from surgery. I'm still sore. Still can't do physical stuff. I got to go back to the doctor September and get my third checkup since the surgery. The bones that started growing around the place. My spinal cord was still bruised a little bit. So hopefully this checkup, I mean, will be the good one. But I feel better. I love life again. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. If you need help in any way, there's help out here. You can find it. You can find it through me if you need to. I got a house in Texas waiting on me. Um, a fat boy waiting on me. Uh, now that's material things, but you know what? I wouldn't be able to get them without being clean and sober and making right decisions. So I say, man, I make the right decisions. I go to these groups. I go to vocational rehab. I see what my limitations are. I use the resources that is out there for me, and I try to improve just a little bit more. And I wake up feeling good because I can make my bed. I can take a shower, put clean clothes on. I got 3 pairs of nice ass sneakers. I mean, that's neither here nor there. It's just something that I didn't ever have, but I do now. Uh, Nice ass truck, nice house, but most of all, I got nice friends, nice loved ones, and people that care about me and trust me today. It's nothing like walking in a room and everyone trusts you, and then you used to walk in a room, everybody hide their pocketbook, you know, or their purse or whatever, or go the other way. And I tell you like this too, and I'll be done. I was the last one to know. Right on. There's a way out, man. It's a way to a good life. Even if you don't think, I come from poor. I come from the gutter. I come from the bottom like well water. Yeah, my dad worked. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. My dad was a plumber, but it wasn't all that great in the 70s and 80s. There was times we didn't get what we needed. Just put it like that. There was times that it was really tough. But today is a good day. I am grateful and thankful for toilet paper. I am grateful and thankful for my loved ones. I am thankful and grateful for the internet. I am thankful and grateful for this water. I can go on and on with a gratitude list, and I do every night. I'm thankful for stoplights. I'm thankful for stop signs. I'm thankful for seat belts. Hell, I'm thankful for the dope man still out there because it just keeps me thinking and making right decisions. People love you. You just got to find them. Peace.